Guys, we have a big breaking news coming out. US President says SNAP benefits will only resume when the left open the gov. The US President criticized SNAP expansion under Joe, the former leader. So let's see what's going on here. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for your support. The nation's largest food aid program will only resume in full when the left open the gov, Donald wrote Tuesday on True Social Media. So it says here the U.S. president posted about the SNAP on his True Social platform, saying that the benefits meant to be a lifeline for low-income households were given out to freely under former U.S. President Joe, sending costs skyrocketing. Now, SNAP benefits, which increased by billions and billions of dollars, many-fold, during Crooked Joe's disastrous term in office, and due to the fact that they were haphazardly handed to anyone for the asking, as opposed to just those in need, which is the purpose of SNAP. So again, I do agree with Donna on that one. Again, SNAP were meant for those who truly need it. Again, let's say, veterans or people with disabilities or single parents raising young ones. But you just can't give it to anyone. You just can't do that, because that system was meant to get back on your feet, or to those that can, perform certain job duties. So we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And it does make sense too. I mean, they just gave anyone this assistance, and basically they're using the sleeping giant citizens to cause something here. So everybody, it seems like more than 40 million got accepted, and I know out of those 40 million, at least half of that are capable to go out and perform job duties. I mean, again, it's just, there's a lot of people that take advantage. You cannot tell me they all innocent. There's a lot of people that's taking advantage of this program. So once again, it says here, all right, so it says will be given only when the left open up the gov, when they can easily do, and not before the president post read. So again, Chuck shut down the gov for the 14th time today, and I just posted a video not too long ago that you have the White House just put out an urgent breaking news that there could be some stuff that's going to hit the fan in the coming weeks because of these flight delays. It's going to be dark time for holiday seasons. Dark times. So prepare yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. The U.S. commander post comes as funding for the program was set to expire over the weekend, as the gov shutdown enter its second month. Food stamp benefits for 42 million in jeopardy today. Well, you could talk to Chuck. Who shut it down for the 14th time? Who shut it down? Who shut it down? Again, be honest. Who shut it down? Was it Donald that shut it down? I remember this guy named Chuck. He shut it down not too long ago. He shut it down today. On Monday, Hakeem. This guy is like a Chuck E. Cheese Barack. Signaled the expiration of funding may not be enough to persuade the left to end the gov shutdown. When asked if the left voting for the GOP federal funding bill would be the most prudent way to fix that, he said no. The U.S. Commander Administration told a federal judge on Monday that it will partially resume SNAP benefits for the month of November, despite the ongoing gov shutdown. Though when the payments will be distributed and how much beneficiaries will receive remains to be seen. A senior U.S. Command Administration official told the court in a sworn declaration that the U.S. Department of Agriculture will allocate $4.65 billion of its $5 billion contingency fund to keep the SNAP program funded for the month of November. SNAP supports more than 40 million and has come under recent attention over how expansive the program has become and to the administration push to ensure illegal aren't among its recipients. That's the problem here, guys. All right. A lot of them are collecting the assistance every month. Oh, and they get more than veterans. They do get more than veterans. Trust me, they get more than veterans. Again, veterans and those that retired, they get only like $13 a month or $18 a month. But those that come from other regions, they get like almost $1,000 a month. I mean, you go to the shopping mall. I mean, you see them with like 2 shopping carts, and then you see this all sweet American old lady that worked 70 years or 75 years with a shopping cart of loaf of bread, and that's it. So the program was among the first that Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins targeted for review, citing concerns about eligibility and oversight. Senator Josh, Republican Missouri, recently pushed new legislation seeking special funding for farmers and food assistance programs amid the gov shutdown. The legislation would reinstate federal funding for the Farm Service Agency and SNAP. So the question is, what's next? Don't you love politics? It says here we need to start forcing the left to make some tough votes. We need to start holding their feet to the fire, Josh Hawley said in an interview with Fox News Digital last month. I mean, do they really not want people to be able to eat? This situation is ridiculous. Now, it says here for Fox... Okay, so they reached out to the U.S. commander for some updates. And so, again, this is where we are right now. This is some serious stuff. I mean... You got people out there just... So, once again, the gov shutdown is now the longest one ever. It's official. 35 days in. This shutdown just tied the longest in U.S. history, with an end still nowhere in sight. Federal food aid is delayed. Insurance costs are spiking. And air traffic controllers are working without pay while flights delays stack up across the country. In San Fran, even the Golden Gate half marathon had to reroute because federal parking access was cut off. So what started as a standoff is now grinding into a national crisis, hitting basic needs, gutting public trust, and showing just how fragile the U.S. gov has become. And it's getting worse by the hour. It's getting worse by the hour. Now, give me a second here, guys. I'm looking for some more updates here. We have some more information here. I want to play some of these videos, but I'm just getting hit with copyrights, guys. I'm really getting hit with copyright. So you have some very important people here. So these are very, very important updates. Outrage is erupting after the U.S. might be forced to close down American sky because Chuck kept the gov shut again for the 14th time today, Tuesday, November 4th. Now it says here, this is Secretary Duffy. If you bring us to a week from today, the left, you will see mass chaos. You may see us close certain parts of the airspace because we just cannot manage it. Fix it, Chuck, or things are gonna hit the fan. Someone said mass chaos is what they want. Yep. I agree. And look, California just keep getting higher and higher. Snap surges in California. Numbers nearly doubled in 2 years. You know why? Because a lot of the new ones, millions that came under Joe, has been poured into that region, the West Coast. And a lot of them are collecting. California SNAP spending skyrocketed from just under $6 billion in 2019 to over $11 billion in 2021, reflecting a surge in food assistance needs during and after the 2020 event, the C-19. That's not growth. It's nearly doubled in 2 years. That's a signal of how hard families are struggling, while prices soar and paychecks lag, and a reminder of how inflation and economic shocks hit the kitchen table first. I do believe, yes, it has to do with some of the families struggling, but this is California. I do believe the reason why is because millions that poured into our sleeping giant country, they have signed up for this assistance. And this assistance, they just give anybody all the assistance they want, all the benefits. The Golden State might be minting billion-dollar tech in Silicon Valley, but regular people are just trying to afford breakfast. Give me a second here, guys. I'm trying to see if there's any more updates, and it seems like this is all of it here. But again, Chuck has shut down the gov for the 14th time. For the 14th time. And it seems like this is all of it. But I'm just triple checking here, guys. So Politico is also putting out something here. The US commander threatened to withhold SNAP funding until shutdown ends. And it's not his fault. I mean, they don't have enough votes. Again, the rest come from the left. Yeah, it seems like this is all of it here, guys. And I will keep it updated with this news here, but Donald is sending a message. Duffy is sending a message. A lot of people just, need to prepare. Stock up. You cannot rely on these programs. You cannot just rely on them. You can't put your faith and trust in them. All right, so I guess I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm just looking for more updates. But the latest one is this one here. This is the latest one. So the U.S. commander says SNAP benefits will only be given when the, you know what, open the gov. And I just read this at the very beginning. But other than that, this is all the information here. And I don't think Chuck is gonna open it. Chuck should have opened it, knowing that his own people put him in a spotlight. Now, some of his own people just walking away from him. Even Fetterman is not pleased with his own party. Thank you so much for watching, guys. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.